5 years. That's how long it's been. And yet, despite all the hours, all the effort, and all the studying, you're no closer to the consistency you've been chasing. Why? The truth is, it's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're reckless. It's because you've been wrestling with two invisible forces that quietly destroy more traders than bad entries ever will: outcome lag and validation bias. These two hidden traps don't just drain your account. They drain your belief. They make you doubt your strategy, doubt your discipline, and eventually doubt yourself. And here's the kicker: they strike hardest right before traders hit their breakthrough. That's why so many quit just $100 shy of a payout, just a few steps away from their first taste of consistency. We're going to uncover these silent killers of trading success, because once you see them, you'll never trade the same way again. Welcome to Stick Trader Mind, your home for trading psychology that actually makes sense and doesn't bore you to sleep. If you're serious about taking your trading to the next level, watch this video to the end. Most traders don't fail because they don't know how to trade. They fail because they don't understand the invisible gap between effort and results. Picture this. You've studied the charts, memorized the setups, practiced discipline for weeks, and yet, your equity curve doesn't move. The results are flat, or worse, sinking. You start questioning everything: your strategy, your edge, your discipline, even your own intelligence. This is the point where dreams collapse. Traders hit a wall of frustration that feels like a dead end. And in that moment, emotions take over. Over-leverage, revenge trades, the desperate chase to make back what was lost. Accounts that took months to grow are destroyed in a single night. Not because the strategy failed, but because the trader couldn't endure the silence before the reward. Most traders walk away right before their breakthrough. They abandon their process inches away from progress. They reset their accounts just days before consistency arrives. They destroy their confidence right when they were about to confirm their edge. This isn't bad luck, it's a vicious loop that swallows traders again and again until they finally give up. The problem is never just the market. It's the impatience, the doubt, and the emotional spiral created when results don't appear on your timeline. That is the silent killer of trading dreams. And unless you understand it, you'll keep repeating the same painful mistakes, year after year, account after account. Let's break it down. Outcome lag, the silent trap that most traders never even realize they've stepped into. Imagine a graph. Along the bottom, your consistent action. Along the side, your desired outcome, profit, payouts, freedom. Now here's the catch. Between those 2 points lies a desert. A stretch of time where you're putting in the work, but the results don't show up. That empty zone, that is outcome lag. It's the stage where effort feels invisible. You're following your rules, marking up charts, executing with discipline, but your account balance doesn't reflect it. Sometimes, it even bleeds red. Weeks pass. No payout, no confirmation, just silence. And in that silence, doubt screams louder than logic. Traders look at the lack of progress and think, maybe my strategy doesn't work. Maybe I've wasted all this time. That thought, right there, is where most collapse. But here's the irony. The lag zone is often the final test before success. Just before the curve shifts upward, just before consistency locks in, traders pull the plug. They tilt, they overtrade, they burn their accounts to ashes, when in reality, they were standing inches away from their breakthrough. That's why you'll hear stories of traders blowing their account just $100 to pay out. It wasn't failure. It was outcome lag. And they didn't have the patience to endure it. Outcome lag is cruel because it disguises progress. Your brain expects instant feedback, instant rewards. But the market doesn't play on your timeline. The market demands proof of consistency before it pays out results. And most traders, blinded by short-term pain, never stick around long enough to collect the reward. Outcome lag isn't a flaw in your system, it's a test of your endurance. And until you accept it as part of the process, you'll keep quitting, restarting, and sabotaging yourself at the very edge of success. Now let's expose the second silent killer of traders, validation bias. It's the hidden mindset that whispers in your ear every time you take a trade. Prove it. Prove your strategy works, and that one thought is enough to sabotage everything you've built. Think about it. You've already spent hundreds, maybe thousands of hours backtesting. You've seen your edge play out over and over. The probabilities are there. The stats are in your favor. But when it comes to live execution, you're no longer trading your plan. You're trading to validate it. Every position feels like a trial. Every entry feels like a verdict, and every loss feels like evidence that maybe, just maybe, your entire system is broken. This bias creates hesitation. You second-guess entries. You close trades too early. You skip setups that meet your rules, because fear clouds your judgment. And when the trade runs exactly as your strategy predicted, you're left staring at the screen, angry at yourself, drowning in regret, not because your system failed but because you didn't trust it. Validation bias turns trading into a courtroom. Every trade becomes Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C, in the endless trial against your own belief. And here's the trap. You'll never win that trial. Because the moment you chase proof, you're telling yourself you don't already have it. You're feeding fear, not conviction. And fear is the fastest way to kill consistency. This is why traders stay stuck in the loop. They learn, they backtest, they confirm their strategy works, but then they step into the market trying to prove it all over again. And that mindset keeps them trapped in hesitation, doubt, and emotional execution. The reality is simple. You don't need to prove your strategy anymore. You need to trade it like it's already proven. Validation bias is the reason most traders never see their edge materialize in real time. Not because the edge doesn't exist, but because they suffocate it with fear, hesitation, and self-doubt. Until you flip the script from trading to prove to trading your proven strategy, you'll keep sabotaging the very success you already earned. So what's the way out? The solution is confidence. Pure, unshakable confidence in the system you've already built. You see, outcome lag is not the market rejecting you. It's the market testing you. Validation bias isn't proof that your system is broken. It's proof that your belief is. The answer is to stop treating every trade like a trial, and start treating your strategy like law. You've tested it. You've proven it. Now the solution is to execute it with conviction. That means accepting the lag as part of the journey. Knowing that silence doesn't mean failure. Understanding that drawdowns, plateaus, and flat weeks aren't signals to quit. They're signals to hold firm. Because the market doesn't pay those who trade for excitement. It pays those who can endure boredom, frustration, and the grind long enough to let probability play out. The solution is discipline without doubt, execution without hesitation, confidence without the constant need for reassurance. When you flip the script from trading to prove to trading your proven strategy, you take back control. The fear, the tilt, the doubt, they lose their grip. And suddenly, trading becomes what it was always meant to be: consistent execution, not emotional reaction. You don't need to learn more, you need to believe more. Believe in the work you've already put in. Believe in the edge you already discovered. Believe that the lag is temporary and the payout inevitable. Because the solution was never out there. It was always in here. The next time you feel stuck, the next time your results plateau, your equity stalls, or the lag feels unbearable, don't throw your strategy away. Recognize exactly where you are. You're in the lag. And that's not the end of the road. It's the final test before the breakthrough. From this point forward, stop trading to prove. Stop trading to validate. Start trading with conviction. Execute your system as if the outcome is already guaranteed. Because in the long run, it is. The edge is real. The stats don't lie. The only variable left is you, and whether you can endure the silence until the results arrive. Think about it. How many times have you quit right before the finish line? How many accounts have you blown? Not because you lacked skill, but because you lacked patience. This cycle ends when you decide it ends. And it ends the moment you choose belief over doubt, discipline over impulse, conviction over fear. Trust your proven system. Trust the work you've already put in. And when the lag tests you, don't fold. Double down on consistency. Like this video so the algorithm shows it to the next trader who is stuck in the cycle. Subscribe if you're done losing to your own mind. This is Stick Trader Mind. The traders who survive the silence are the ones who live to hear the sound of payout notifications. And the question you need to answer right now is simple. Will you be one of them?